How did creation start? The first step to create, what does God do? So the first thing he had to do is take himself away, to hide himself, to move his light, so to speak, to the side. So the great Kabbalist, the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Luria, he describes, he says that originally the light of God filled the world. And there was no place for the world. So filled everything, not the world, but filled everything. And there was no place for a world. So God had to move that aside, make an empty vacuum, an empty space. And in that space, God took a little bit of light, and with that created everything. Created heaven, created earth. The first step is removing the light. The first step is darkness. In a relationship, it's the same way. Because ultimately that's God's relationship with us. How did it start? God puts himself to the side, and then he can begin the relationship. But with us as well, the first step of a relationship is, I must be willing to put myself on the side. Listening is a great example of this. You cannot listen if you don't put your own mind on the side. If you don't open yourself up to somebody else, how do you do that? You got to put what you're thinking about, move it over. To begin a relationship, the first step is first darkness, then light. First pushing away yourself, then you can open yourself up to somebody else. Afterwards, you can have a back and forth with the real relationship. If one, on the other hand, comes into the relationship all about me and me and me and me, it's a recipe for disaster. The first step to relationship is putting oneself to the side, moving away one's light, and then being open to somebody else.